Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Building and Chatting. Today, I am here to just talk and be moral support for Bounty because he's going to build the Boba Fett Mech. Ugh! Disgusting, I know, horrible, but um, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. And one thing I want to say before we start talking about just pretty much whatever is if you have any suggestions for things that you would like to see us talk about or do in the future, maybe a set you would like to see Bounty build and maybe a topic you would like us to talk about, then let us know in the comments. But other than that, leave a like and hopefully you enjoy today's episode.
Yeah. Oh well, Sky, you left one out. Or also, if there's a set you want us to build together. Oh, like a dual build.
Yeah, it's too hard for me. I can't build and talk. I mean, I definitely
It's a
can,
battle
but
pack. It's a battle
I
pack, man.
can't get my camera on a set and talk because I'm on my computer
Oh
and I
well,
don't
I can
have the.
build. I can build it.
Yeah,
I can build it with the camera on, and you can build a file. And
it's
then
kind
we'll
of
have.
lame, but I guess I could theoretically. I don't have a camera that I could use. And like I can't connect my phone to StreamYard because then I couldn't plug my headset in because new headsets nowadays don't have phone jacks and I don't have Bluetooth
Yeah.
headphones. So yeah, I literally don't have a way to record myself building and talking. Actually, I take that back. Theoretically, I could have two of me up on StreamYard, one
That's
for
what
my
Crimson
talking
does. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
one for my camera. But then, yeah, I could probably do that. So, like, that would
We'll
be
figure
the.
something out. We'll figure it out.
But then I would
I'll,
have to sit close enough to my computer because, like, my headset doesn't have,
yeah.
the cord is only like a foot long, so or
Yeah.
maybe two. I don't know. I'm not going to promise, but it is likely possible that I could someday. Maybe a microfighter or
Yeah.
a mech or a battle pack, something small.
I know we've teased it, but it will be we probably will be streaming it or recording it this weekend, but I have the book. I have the book ready for questions.
The book of questions.
The book
He's
of
gonna
questions
he's
for the
gonna ask
parody.
us questions, and we're gonna debate about things. And
I've got some really good Lego. It's mainly Lego Star Wars, so that's good.
yeah, the best theme ever.
Oh, I mean that is true. I mean it's Lego's like top selling one every year.
Yep.
All right, well let's get right into the Boba Fett Mech build.
Oh, yeah, the least bad mech, but still an ugly mech. So
Let me just pull this back so I can find the minifigure parts, and then we'll be golden. Actually, I'm going to keep the piece bucket by me, but I'll build it in front of the camera just to make it a little easier.
also, the plan for the future is to do more of these live. We've just been busy, and so it's just easier to pre-record these ahead of time. But we do promise in the future a lot more of these will be live because that's just more fun. Because then we can
Oh,
interact
for
with you
sure.
guys as we go and all that. Because sometimes it's like, hey guys, talk about this, and we're like, oh, that's fun. That's a great idea. Let's talk about, and then whatever. One
Yep.
thing I do want to talk about tonight, if you do, is Skeleton Crew. Did you see the new trailer?
I did not see the new
Oh, it
trailer.
looks so good. I'm actually really excited for the show. The only thing I don't like about the trailer is they use
Wait,
real
where's his
life
head?
music. And I'm like, I don't think Star Wars should use real life people music. It should always be Star Wars music, right?
Well, maybe for the trailer it was real life music, and then they
Yeah, that's
will
what I'm
do
hoping. But guess we'll find out.
Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
There we go. There's Boba Fett. Now we get to build the mech itself. Skyrim's most loved mech. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
Do you
Well,
hate all the mechs?
out of all the mechs, the Boba Fett mech is my least hated, if that makes sense. It's the most tolerable.
The most
It's
tolerable mech.
I guess basically it's my favorite out of all of them, but I still hate it, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah, that makes
Like
kind
it's
of
still a piece
sense.
of crap, but it's a nice piece of crap because it's
Oh
got a
wait.
great minifigure, like an
Uh,
absolute great minifigure.
it does have a good minifigure. I need to check just one thing while we're on here. I want to do it live. F it, we're doing it live.
Heck yeah.
I need to look something up.
I'm just making the thumbnail on the other screen, so I'll be done in a minute. I just want to get it done before I forget. I'm just doing the same thing I did last time, so. But with Boba Fett.
We will
How's
see.
everybody doing today? Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful, fantastic day. Hopefully you had a fantastic and wonderful Halloween. Comment down below what your favorite candy is and how much candy you got if you went trick-or-treating or
Heck yeah.
whatever. So, yeah, Halloween is fun. I had a great time yesterday. I just handed out candy. I handed out like 18 pounds of candy, and it was fun.
That's great. No, I'm glad. I'm glad that no, Halloween was fun. It was good. Had some fun. Watched some scary stuff.
I did watch Nightmare Before Christmas after, so like a little after 9. That was fun.
I love the Nightmare Before
I like
Christmas.
to watch Nightmare Before Christmas after Halloween, like right when you're done, but like still on Halloween, if that makes sense. So like
Yeah,
9,
yeah.
10 o'clock at night, because they talk about in the beginning of the movie that was the greatest Halloween we've had yet, or the worst, I guess is what they say. And so I'm like, I like to watch it because it's like if we all just got done with Halloween at the same time, kind of dealio.
Yeah,
And
that's
it fits
funny.
because hey, now next is Christmas. Well, technically next is Thanksgiving, but not everyone celebrates Thanksgiving, right?
Well, or they celebrate it at a different time. Like Canada does Thanksgiving in like September. Or yeah, it's like
Is it?
September. It's
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm
it's
thinking
like
of Canada Day. Canada Day's July 1st. I was like, no, it's
yeah,
July 1st. That's Canada Day.
but no, like Canada's Thanksgiving is like September or October. Yeah, it's like a month or two before
That's cool.
the American one. But yeah, I know that. I've watched a lot of Canadian YouTubers, so I know that.
Yeah, nothing
But
wrong with that. Canada's cool. I wouldn't mind going to Canada someday.
Building and chatting goes to Canada. Go to Toys R Us. Go to
Yeah.
They actually
Margate.
have like actual Toys R Us. It's not the Macy's ones.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we're getting there. We'll get a Toys R Us in the future again. I think Macy's is the closest we have, and I'm like, it's not the greatest, but it's not the worst.
They have some pretty good stuff sometimes, so I don't bite. I think it's all right.
I think you can shop online again at Toys R Us, but Toys
You
R Us
can't.
always has always had prices higher than they should be. It's the one
Oh, for
negative
sure.
about them is like, oh, you want to buy Lego from Toys R Us? Well, you're going to be paying an extra couple dollars, and it's like, why? What the heck? Where did my thing go?
I think that's the reason Toys R Us went out of business because
It's
they
possible.
well, one of them because you can find things so much cheaper at other places, like right when they came out too. So it just made a big difference. I think
Yeah.
things got more competitive because at the time when Toys R Us was popping off, like when it first came out, like yeah, it was one of the only places you could get like full on toys and stuff like that without having like to order stuff for the mail or call a number. But once Walmart and all these stores started putting more and more toys in, then Toys R Us kind of lost its business model.
Right.
But it is
I
still
miss
kind
Toys
of.
R Us though. I really do. It
I
used to
do, I
be
do.
really fun going there.
No,
I used to go
the
there.
giant Lego aisle.
Used to go there all the time. They used to have really fantastic deals, even though the prices were higher by a couple dollars. They had really good deals sometimes that were actually made it better to shop there. Usually around Christmas time, if I'm correct, and it was
Yeah,
like buy one get one 40% off. So if you bought $100 set, you could get another $100 set for 40% off. So that would have been what, like $60 or something.
Yeah, and
So
they
like
had the
that's
best,
pretty cool.
GWPs. Are some of the best. The Bricktober packs were cool.
Yeah. My
But like
favorite
you,
thing to do at Toys R Us though was collect Skylanders because if you know what that is, that was a big thing. And
oh my god, bro!
Toys R Us used to be the place to go here in America for Skylanders.
I still love it. Skylanders still holds kind of a place in my heart.
Oh
I
man,
But I think you could do a new one. But if they don't want to bring the toys back, that's fine. But what? Imagine if you did like a Skylanders remastered, and it's like all the original five, like one Spyro's Adventure to Imaginators, the last one, and they just do it all on the new consoles, and it's just
dude,
like
I would buy Skylanders Giants remaster just as it
yes,
is, just Giants. I love
yes.
SSA too, but Giants is like one of my, if not favorite Skylanders game. Trap Team is my favorite, but I love
Oh
Giants
my god,
too.
bro! People kind of criticize Trap Team. I love Trap Team.
Dude, Trap Team is my favorite.
Yes,
Traptanium,
bro.
the Traptanium weapons. That's where my favorite Skylander Echo is from because she came out in the fourth game. So
Me
Echo
and
is my
you, no,
favorite.
we found one of our next topics.
Heck yeah! Too
Skylander.
bad Skylanders isn't cross-platform or multiplayer because we could be like, hey, let's get on and play. Well, actually, isn't the fifth
I think
game is Superchargers is, but
uh
Superchargers sucks.
no
Kind of.
the
Not
racing
really.
one and I think Imaginators
Yeah.
the
Ugh,
is Imaginators was better than Superchargers, but it wasn't.
definitely.
But it
It
still wasn't its right. Yeah. Well, I have to say one thing with Imaginators. I have the Crash Bandicoot in Neo Cortex.
same.
Oh
I'll tell you
yes.
what, I was so dumb, but I'm a big time heavy like Skylanders collector. Not anymore, but I own the Dark Creation Crystal from the Dark
Yep.
Starter Pack, but I didn't buy the Dark
Yep.
Starter Pack. I just bought the Creation Crystal on eBay. I don't even
I
remember how much I paid for that thing.
I
But
got the Dark Starter Pack
I also
because they
have
did
one
it
of
with
the
Trap
Yon
Team
Traps.
first. Yeah. I have the Donkey Kong too.
Yeah, I don't have the Donkey Kong or Bowser, but that's because I was on PlayStation back then. Now I'm on Xbox, so I had
Yeah,
to buy Imagineers twice.
I got a Nintendo copy too. I had it on PlayStation and Nintendo, so
Yeah.
but
Who's your like all-time favorite Skylander? Do you have an all-time favorite?
oh my god, there's so many good ones, bro. I mean, you're like telling me to like pick between like my children right now.
Heck yeah. Well, Echo's my favorite. If you even know who Echo is, she's from Trap Team.
No, I know
She's
who Echo. Yeah.
the water seahorse core character.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, I love Echo. She's so strong and powerful and fun to play with. And
Oh well, if you want me to tell you how many how many of one character I bought because I loved all the different variants they made of him.
hmm
And when I say him, it's not Spyro, which is
don't
kind of
say
shock.
Gil Grunt, please don't.
Say who?
Don't say Gil Grunt. I swear.
It's not Go Grunt. I swear to
Okay.
God.
Trigger
Tri-
happy.
yes,
Trigger
because
happy's fun.
I love the Easter one where he's on top of the egg.
Yeah,
Do you
well,
know
it's a rocket, but they
that?
painted it.
Yeah,
It is fun. I
yeah.
remember that one. I
And
don't
I
own
had
it. But
no. And the thing is, I kept it's still in the box. I kept it in the box. That was the
nice.
one I kept.
That's smart.
But I just love that because you can put them on the portal in the box. So I was like, this is just looks so good. And the packaging, the bubble, the plastic bubble where you see the character, it was shaped like an egg too. So
hmm
it was all just like, oh my god.
I'm a very, very blessed Skylander fan because, and I might have to show it off on camera someday to prove it, but I own Robo, Wildstorm, and Green Chompy Mage.
I'm
Those
gonna
three from
yeah.
Imagineers are the rarest Skylanders. Robo never even released in the US, so that's why he's so rare. And I got one.
Okay, yeah, I might not have him, but
Robo sells for about $300.
oh Jesus
But
Christ.
that's also because he unlocks a new level when you buy him and put him on the portal for the first time. You get
I,
a level.
I
but
can't remember what Robo looks like. I need to look him up later.
he's the sensei with the one eye and the bow.
Wait, I might
Using the
have
tech
him.
element.
I might have
He
him.
honestly, in my personal opinion, though he's cool to have because of how rare he is, he's probably one of, if not my least favorite sensei. He's just so boring to play with. I think
Is that wait? Is
Bugshot's
that
my
the
least favorite.
yeah? Is the starter pack? Is that starter pack? Was that which game was that? I just can't remember.
He's from Imaginators.
I'm at. Oh, then
He's
I
the
might not.
sensei, and the level I can't remember what it's called, but you fight a boss at the end that looks like um, oh shoot, what's that guy called? Blastertron. Kind of looks like him, but it's not.
Yeah.
The Imaginite Mines. I want to say that's what it's called.
I would never thought I'd say this about a mech set. This Boba Fett one's a little more complex than the Stormtrooper one was.
Hmm. Oh, make sure you pay attention. The instruction manual tells you to put that little piece on upside down, but it's actually supposed to go up the other way. The instruction manual tells you to do it wrong. So make sure you get it right.
Oh, okay.
I think it might even be wrong on the box. Can you hold it up real quick? I can tell you if it's right or not.
Like that?
No, the printed piece in the very front of the chest, kind of like where the Imperial crest is, but in this one it's his chest
Oh,
plate.
I got it right.
Yeah, the instruction
Yeah.
manual. No, that's actually upside down,
Wait,
isn't it?
what?
I'm pretty sure it's upside down. The instruction manual tells you to put
No,
it on
no,
wrong.
his little red things at the top there.
Okay, yeah. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure the instruction manual tells people to put it on wrong. They got it. They printed it backwards.
Is that true? Let me go back and check that.
So
Oh no,
I put mine on wrong,
my
and I didn't even notice until someone pointed it out, and I was like, "Oh, well, let me look at the instruction
mine's
manual."
right.
And it's like,
My
"Nope, it's
main
wrong."
my manual's right, so that's good.
Huh? Okay, maybe I'm wrong then. Mine was
Well,
upside down.
no. Oh god, there's misprints, and then Legos had to fix the manuals before too, secretly
That's
because
possible. Maybe the first batch or whatever, because I bought that set on day one for some reason.
you were just curious. We all were, but we all.
I'm stupid. I admit it. I bought the mechs day one. I even did it again this year with the Luke, just so I could make a short review and pretty much tell people, "Hey, I hate this thing." It's like,
Yeah.
why you spend $16 just to make a video to say you hate it? But it's kind of fun, to make the videos
Yes,
and all that.
we make stuff to say we hate it.
The problem is with me, I'm not making a penny off of YouTube. So it's like when I buy a set just to like talk about it for like a minute and then put it away forever, it's like, was that worth
Yeah.
your money? Probably not.
Yeah,
And time.
it's out of our pockets. Yep.
It's like it definitely wasn't worth it, but it was kind of worth it. I think I got like 500 views on the Boba Fett mech, so that was good.
I don't think the mechs are like terrible though. I think they're pretty decent.
I think they're okay, but like
Like if we were going to
not
keep get
necessary.
like no, they're not necessary. We shouldn't even have them at all.
Yeah.
But if they're going to keep making them, I don't think they're the worst things in the world.
I just think that they're not necessary because we have microfighters, and
Yeah,
that's for the longest
yeah.
time been Lego Star Wars
Mech.
version of a cheap set with a good minifigure. And microfighters, like them or not, they're cool to me because they've always reminded me, and I think a lot of people say this, of
Of
like the
the
little mini
ships.
builds that you get in Lego games when you collect the mini kits.
Yeah. I'm very excited to build my advent calendar in the near future.
This year's got a mini kit, so heck yeah.
That's the reason I love it. For one, is the mini kit.
I like Lego Star Wars needs to do more Easter eggs like that.
That's why this one's so cool. It's the 25th year
Yeah.
of Lego Star Wars, and they went all out with the advent
And
calendar.
the Christmas sweater. I love the Christmas sweater minifigures.
Oh yeah. Luke and Leia, and it's
We
just Luke
still
and
need a
Leia for this.
stormtrooper with the blue Christmas sweater with the Imperial logo. That was only on a plushie, and I'm like, why don't we have a stormtrooper like that. But then he would have the ugly helmet, so maybe we don't need that.
They'll always find a way to include a trooper. Don't worry about that.
Yeah.
That's the
Well,
one thing
I don't
about
think a
Lego.
lot of people have ever paid attention to this, but if you pay attention, about 80 to 90% of the advent calendar has to do with reflecting on either the prior year or the year before. That's why we have like a Crimson Firehawk in this advent calendar
Yeah,
and
yeah.
a sail barge, you know, like, oh, there goes your
Oh
camera.
shit!
Man down, man
It fell
down.
right onto me. It fell on
But
me.
I think people
Oh, that's
forget
yeah.
that or don't notice that. But I'm like, if you pay attention, a lot of the sets reflect on the maybe the last year or two of what we got, and that's why we get them, and that's really cool to me. So a lot
No,
of times
I do.
that's why we get
Yeah.
a clone trooper or a stormtrooper or a battle droid because pretty much every year we're guaranteed to get at least one set with a clone trooper, a stormtrooper, and a battle droid, right? Not in the same set though. That'd be weird.
But yeah, there's always a droid, a trooper, or a like some like officer. No, no, it's always officers, troopers, droids, or like miscellaneous creatures, an alien, Jawa, stuff
Yeah,
like that. And
but I
there's
do
always
like the
one. There's
Praetorian
always
Guard.
one. There's always one. I love the 20. I didn't. Now you're going. Everyone's gonna be like, "Boo, bouncy." But I wasn't doing a lot of Lego last year.
Boo
No, I
Bounty.
did. No, at the end of the year. But I didn't get last year's advent calendar, and I wanted to. It had the Omega and stuff, but I just didn't get it.
Mm.
Unfortunately.
I don't
But
remember any of the builds. I do have that one though.
I found it online, and I found it for like $40. It's like the same price, so I can easily get it for like close to retail or under it. I'm
Yeah,
not like concerned about it.
get it before it retires, right? And then
It's good that I
um,
found.
yeah,
Well, even if it might be retired now, it still is like I think I
probably
can find it pretty cheap.
that's good.
But
Yeah, I don't know.
very
I have mixed feelings about this year's advent calendar because like a Crimson Firehawk, I'm like that's stupid. But um, the mini kit's really cool. The Christmas sweater minifigures are really cool. I don't necessarily care for the 501st Trooper because his printing is messed up and he's got the helmet holes, but it is still cool. I do like the Praetorian Guard because, you know, logically there should have been three in the set with whatever it's called. I think it's called like Paz Vizsla versus Moff Gideon or something like that. Um,
yeah, or the yeah
there should have
yeah.
been three Praetorian Guards, but you know, Lego Star Wars loves to cheap out on us and only give us two out of the three or whatever. So if you get this and that, then boom, you have three Praetorian Guards now, which works because they're supposed to be three.
I think it's cool that they gave a Praetorian Guard one too. I think that's pretty cool
Yeah,
because sometimes people aren't going to buy like all the Mandalorian sets or the Mandalorian sets in general.
yeah.
Sometimes, so it's cool that you do get a new figure in this battle pack. Because sometimes it's just been like, oh yeah, we'll have some new Christmas versions, and they've just thrown in a lot of old characters.
I guess Lego
But
finally ran out of ideas, and to be fair,
yeah,
I don't have any ideas myself of what they could have done. But for the last like four, maybe I want to say years, we've gotten a Christmas themed Gonk droid, like a present, a reindeer, a snowman. I might be forgetting the other one, but I'm pretty sure there's no Gunk Droid in
yeah.
this year's advent calendar, and I'm like, what else could they have done though? Because they did a snowman, a reindeer, and a present. I feel like there's one more I'm forgetting.
You could add
Maybe
like
they could
a
do a Grinch,
Christmas tree on top of the
a
a
Christmas
Christmas tree
tree
on top
Gunk.
of the
That'd be
gonk.
epic. Yeah.
And then you could
Um,
have like the eye be you could have the eye be a light or something. That'd be kind of funny.
did they do a Santa Claus one? Or am I making
I
that up?
think I feel like they
I
might
swear they
have.
did. Yeah, I think that's the fourth one.
No, I
I don't
think
remember
that
the
was
order.
the I think that was the one in the dark. I think they had that one in the Darth Maul the Santa Mall. I think there was a, or was
Oh,
that the Snowman Gonk?
I do
That
not
one.
remember.
It
I
was
just
either
know that for
Snowman or
sure the last
Santa.
maybe 3
Yeah.
years had Christmas themed gonk joints, and I think it would have been cool if they could have continued that trend, but maybe they just ran out of ideas. They could have easily done like Servo though this year, um, from the Rebuild the Galaxy with a Christmas hat or something. I don't know. Christmasify that gonk droid. They could theoretically they could make like 20 different versions of presents
Darth
because
Jar
they could just
Jar.
change the colors, right? Like
No,
a
that was
blue
the thing with
present, a green present.
that was the thing. Even though I love that advent calendar, it's one of my favorites. That's what happened with the Guardians of the Galaxy one, because when it wasn't like the mixtapes and the characters and like a Groot as the Christmas tree and stuff like that, it was just like presents. Like you got like 3 or 4 presents,
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of
like
boring.
stacks of present. And so I love the Guardians holiday one. That one was really good. It was, and you got big builds, and you had like the sleigh ship, like it was a sleigh but it could fly. That
Hmm.
was a cool thing, and you could connect the sack of toys. Like it was a cart with a sack of toys, and you could connect it to the little sleigh ship, and that was cool. Like, and then the city calendar from that year too, they had it where you could connect like the little tractor build or something to a little cart, and it could hold some of the toys. Like that's cool. Like have ones that connect together to make a bigger item. Those were pretty cool.
Yeah,
2022's advent calendars are actually pretty great. I got all of them, and they were all good.
all of it. That's crazy, man. Even the Friends one.
Oh, not the Friends one. That is the one. That is the one I avoided, like the plague. I literally was like, "Ooh, you stink." No, I'm just, oh no, I was like, I do not want a Friends advent calendar.
Yeah, I do not blame you, but I wouldn't judge you either because I don't do that. Oh,
No,
that's
the
got
only
thick thighs.
the one thing Sky never noticed how thick these mechs were.
Hmm. I was talking about that with the stormtroopers. Like, man, those guys got thick thighs.
Bubba's
Thickness.
over here. Bubba's over here doing the splits, bro.
Squats. Ladies, ladies. Squats. If anybody knows what that's from,
Splats.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
not
not
a
gonna
huge fan of
say it. You have to
advent
guess it.
calendars outside of Star Wars, but I've been
Star
enjoying the
Wars.
Star Wars advent
Yeah.
calendars for the last few years. I never got into them as like a kid or anything, which unfortunately that means I missed out on like the Santa Darth Maul and um, stuff like that. But I do
Yeah.
love these new Christmas sweater ones. I believe that started in 2019, and so I got all of
Yeah.
them, including the diorama that we got last year with the Ray and Finn. That they go great with the other ones. So I want to see more. I want to see like a stormtrooper and a clone trooper, or a scout trooper, stuff like that with Christmas sweaters, though, because like I like the named characters with them, but I much prefer the background characters like stormtroopers and stuff.
No, that's the reason I love the 2022 one. I remember like the Christmas sweater Beach Vader or whatever. That one I
Yeah,
love too. That
summer
one's really
vacation
good.
event calendar. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that one was actually pretty fun advent calendar, and I
Yep.
have it. I have it displayed on like I showed you how I did them. I made a little base plates for them and stuff,
Hmm.
but I just really love how those look
What's your
together.
favorite Christmas sweater? Star Wars minifigure.
Oh God. I don't know them all. Like I couldn't judge based on like
Oh,
every advent calendar because I don't know every single one. I like the sequel ones are nice, but I'm a little biased. I'm not the biggest sequel person, so I can't really say
yeah,
that.
it doesn't help.
But
I agree.
but I to be honest, I know it's 2022 still, but I think the best one. I love the Vader. Because of just how because I haven't built a 2024 one yet. I don't know how they look in person.
Is
But
that the
to
summer vacation one?
the summer vacation one, I just think
Yeah.
that one just looks nice. The red tint, like the red orange tint on the sun, like the ugly sweater, ugly shirt, Christmas
Hmm.
sweater thing. Just the way that looks with Vader, and he also has like a soccer ball to kick and stuff. I just love it, and he has the little flippers on. It's just
Hmm.
funny to me.
I agree.
I I do love that one a lot.
I think my favorite's probably the first one, which was the Darth Vader with the red Christmas sweater. I want to say that's
Yeah.
2019. Might have been the
Hmm.
first one to kickstart the ugly Christmas sweater minifigs.
Yeah, I remember that one. That one's still a very good one, but I really just there's something special about the summer vacation advent calendar that I don't think will ever be repeated because that was very unique. Because all the other ones were more towards themed towards Christmas and
Yeah.
all this stuff, and then you
I'm sure
had
people
like
from like Florida and Australia and stuff appreciate it because, their summers are, or rather, Christmases are in the summer. So it's
yeah,
like, hey,
yeah,
this is more fitting for me because, and like the Darth Vader's castle that looks like it's made out of sand, so like it's literally a Darth Vader's sand castle. I'm like, that's such a cool build. It goes with the Darth Vader you're talking about.
yeah.
Epic. It's very epic.
It's epic.
Very epic.
Um, is there any other questions you want me to ask you some stuff or?
Well, I wanted to talk about Skeleton Crew, but because you didn't see the trailer, there's not really much I can talk to you
No,
about.
no, let's
But
talk about Skeleton Crew. We don't have to talk about the trailer, but how do you
that's
feel about
true.
it?
I was mostly on the fence about it, like kind of like, yeah, I'll watch it, but I don't know any if I'm excited. But after seeing today's trailer, I'm like, yeah, I'm excited. Like not like super super excited, but like I'm excited again to have something to watch, right? Because
Yeah.
Agatha, even though that was kind of horrible at times, I did watch it, and I would give. I know we're not talking about that, but I would give Agatha like a 6 out of 10. It wasn't
Yeah.
horrible, but it wasn't bad.
I need to
Um,
finish. I need to finish Agatha so we can do our review.
yeah,
I
but
didn't finish it yet because it came
Skeleton
out.
Crew,
It came out yesterday, right?
I think 2 days ago technically,
Oh
but
yeah, the finale. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But
but Skeleton Crew, like it's exciting to have something to watch again. It's Star Wars, so that'll be fun. I think it's gonna be very interesting. A lot of people are saying that it's like gonna be like the Goonies or Stranger
Stranger
Things, but
Things. Yeah,
Star Wars-ified, and I'm like, okay, I'm down for that.
yeah.
So
That's not a
two
bad
episodes
idea.
premiere in like a month, so I'm like, wow, it's almost here.
It's almost here, and it's the 12th, right? December 12th. Is it
No,
12th?
it's the third, December 3rd, so it's like a month away.
Oh my! I thought it was December 12th. Man.
Yeah, we get a 2 episode premiere. That's what the trailer said. So, and some of the actors that directed, I say actors, some of the directors that directed some of the best episodes of like The Mandalorian are directing an episode of Skeleton Crew. So, like Bryce Dallas
I don't
Howard,
have
Howard, I think that's how you say her name.
Oh,
She,
okay, good, 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 good,
yeah,
good.
she's directing, I think, an
Yes,
episode
yes,
or two, and some of the episodes from The Mandalorian, like the one with the ATST Raiders, I think was her. I think the episode of the Book of Boba Fett with
yes.
Mando was her. Um,
Mandalorian. Yeah.
the Mandalorian, yes. Like I think that'll be cool. She's definitely has a talent and a gift for that.
No, I was so scared when you said people from Mandalorian because we've seen when they try to do other things that are in the Mandalorian that it kind of fell apart. Deborah Chow Kenobi, but but,
Yeah,
but
that's true.
that's why I'm like,
I even
But
think
Brian,
somebody from Spider Man is gonna be directing an episode.
Ooh.
Yeah, something like that. I can't remember already,
Jo-
but
John Watts? No, I'm
I have no
joking.
idea. So go
No,
watch the
I'm
trailer.
playing.
I can't remember, but it's like that's exciting. I don't
No,
really
that's
care
great.
too much about look, this director directed this episode and blah blah blah. As long as the episodes are good, that's all I care. But it seems to be a track record that some of these directors, it's like their episodes just tend to be better. But also, it's like, is that really their fault? Or I guess fault's not the right word. What's the opposite of fault in this case? Doing, I guess, I
Uh,
don't know. Because I'm like, if that's just how the script was written, then that's just that they got lucky and got a good
yeah,
episode
yeah.
as it is. But if they have creative liberty to make choices and it's because of their choices that those episodes turned out good, then yes, they get a gold star, right?
Yeah. But it's the like that's the thing with me. It's like okay, Bryce Dallas Howard has proven herself with Star Wars, but also other things, and also
Yes.
she's Ron Howard's daughter. That's a lot too.
And she's in Jurassic
But
World.
the yeah, she
Claire.
is. But it's she is Claire. Yeah, but it's just like she has proven herself to be a good writer for Star
Hmm.
Wars. So for many different shows,
Yes.
and not just because I also think Favreau and Filoni said, or at least Filoni, I think she did something. I don't know if she wrote an episode, but I know she helped Filoni with some of the scripts for Bad Batch. Like they talked
Hmm.
about it, Bad Batch and Ahsoka. If she didn't do an episode, but I'm pretty sure she did one for Ahsoka.
Yeah.
I thought it was the Hayden Christensen one, but I might be wrong about that. But I'm pretty sure she did like one in the middle. That's how it seems to be her category. She does like one of the middle episodes usually.
I'm really
Because
excited for Ahsoka season 2, but they're not going to start filming until next year, which means we're like pretty much guaranteed to not get season 2 until like 27.
dang, I thought they said they already like at the end of the first season. They said they had already started working on season two.
I
That's
guess
kind of
they weren't.
crazy.
I guess they weren't like too
Like yeah, like film
confident
ready.
that
Just
it was going to do good because like the Mandalorian started filming season 2 before season 1 was even out. They were just that confident that it was going to be good, but
I mean,
things like
I don't blame not being confident after like the first two seasons. Everything
yeah,
else was
after
like,
they dropped the
eh.
ball and blamed fans for not liking this crap that they've been trying to push on us.
And then, well, it wasn't just that they blamed fans either. It was that it's not that they blamed fans. They name called fans and called them all these names and stuff
Yeah.
too. That didn't help either.
I don't think they named called people for not liking the book of Boba Fett, but
No, not Book of Boba, but
yeah.
like Kenobi had it.
Yep. Kenobi had
Uh,
it probably the worst. And honestly, I'm going to
and the
say it, I don't
acolyte
care.
and the
Rava just
acolyte.
was a terrible character. That's the only reason why I disliked her. You know, I
Yeah,
didn't.
and that's most of the complaints about Riva was that it was the character, not Moses Ingram.
Boring,
Like
lame
she,
character. Yeah.
Moses Ingram in the interviews seems nice. I'm not going to say anything about that.
Yeah.
It's just her character was written badly. That's
I
how
mean,
the
people
character.
say that about the movies too. Like, I don't think the actress that plays Rose is a bad person. I just personally don't care for Rose as a character because she was written in a bad character in a bad movie, you know?
Yeah, and as you know, it came out later that that was mainly media propaganda, and that she didn't get as badly attacked as what the media said she did. It
I mean,
wasn't
to
as
be fair,
bad.
if you get one death threat or whatever,
I mean,
that's
yeah,
wrong. Like,
that's
I don't
yeah, for sure, for sure.
encourage that. I think that's messed up. Like, if you don't like somebody, just don't watch their movies or shows or whatever. I hate how people attacked the actress. I don't even know her name that played like Rose or Riva. Like, that's stupid. You shouldn't
Yeah,
do that.
well,
But you can dislike the characters all you want, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Just don't send them death threats. That's stupid.
No. But the thing is with Rose was Kelly Marie Tran and Reva was Moses Ingram. And
Yeah,
but like that she just said it on she like Moses Ingram at least showed stuff. She showed things that there were some. There's all like out of like every fan base, there's always going to be some bad,
bad
actors.
apples, right?
Yeah, exactly. But you're not. But it wasn't the full fan base. They made it seem like it was everybody
Yeah,
attacking her, and that's not
because
true.
I didn't hate Kenobi because of Reva. Actually, that's the one reason why I didn't hate
No,
Kenobi. I hated Kenobi for the ugly CGI, the constant dark lighting, the terrible shaky camera, the bad storytelling. Like
plot
that's
holes
why plot
everywhere.
holes. Yeah, like that's why I personally hate it, and I hated what they did to the Inquisitors. The Grand Inquisitor looked like a doofus, and I think is it the fourth Inquisitor, the one from Rebels. He looked like an idiot. They didn't look like the characters that they should. I know that you can't get the anime characters to look the same or animated characters to look the same as the movies. Otherwise, Count Dooku would have a really weird head in Episode
No,
Three.
no, yeah.
But
The thing that made
when
me sorry.
when you're going from live action to animation, it seems like they can do a pretty good job. But when you're going from animation to live action, then it just looks weird, you know?
Yeah, but the thing
Or no, I think I guess
with
it's the wrong way.
yeah, no, but the thing with Kenobi that that made me so mad is everyone was like, "Where is the Inquisitor's pupils? Where is his pupils? Where's his eyes? The yellow eyes and the yellow, the very black yellow eyes with the very black pupils. He was
Yeah.
pupilless too. He didn't have his good, right pupils. Maybe that's where Lego got it from. He's like,
Oh man. Nah,
they
Lego's
did.
been doing it longer.
No, I know. I'm joking. But but no, seriously. And what episode? It was the end of episode 7 was when or 7 or 8. I can't remember. It was like 6 or 7, but it was at the end when they stab Reva, Vader, and then he comes back and has the yellow eyes. Like, why couldn't you have done that from the beginning? It's
Did he?
such
I
like,
don't remember that.
yeah. He has the yellow eye. It's the yellow eyes, the black pupils
Huh.
in the middle. He
The thing
has
that
the
bugged me
yellow
about
eyes.
his design was
Or,
I'm sorry, what? You cut out.
yeah.
You're cutting out real bad.
Oh, sorry, but what I was saying. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right, sorry about that.
It's not your
But
fault.
the Inquisitor, yeah. But the thing with him is this is the only thing. What are they trying to say that when he got stabbed by Reva the first time, he like died? He like had a like conniption or something, and that's how he got the yellow eyes or something. I have no, I have
Well,
no
Disney
idea.
Star Wars
Yeah,
has been doing a fantastic job with nerfing lightsabers. Qui-Gon died by being stabbed in the stomach, but now Sabine and the Inquisitor, and correct me if I'm wrong, but there might be other characters, but I can't think of any right now. It's like they get stabbed and they can walk it off like the next day too.
yeah,
Like Sabine was fine like the next day. It's like what the heck?
yeah. And then Kanan cut his lightsaber, slit him in the middle of the chest, and then kicked him into an exploding engine and blew him up, and he didn't come back. But that's the thing I'm saying. Like Disney has shown that they can kill off a character, but it's like, but then all these other ones just survive.
I'm just
That's
tired of
so
lightsabers
stupid.
being so nerfed.
No, they are literally the plastic versions they sell in the store.
It's basically a
That's
bat.
the
Yeah, you just running around smacking people with a bat. Like
or
Jango
it's
Fett got his head cut
like a
off, but
knife.
if Disney was making these movies, then somehow Jango would have survived that. For an example. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's just
it's like Wolfenstein. They put mechanics in his head and reattach his head with gears and wires and stuff, and
now.
they connect his head back to his body type thing.
I will say though that it makes a little bit of sense in the canon universe when a Jedi or a Sith gets stabbed or whatever and live
Yeah,
because they have the
yeah.
Force, which helps keep them alive. Like Darth Maul had so much hatred, and that's where they get their power from, in the dark side, and the hatred
Yeah,
is like the power
exactly.
source for that. And so, because he had so much hatred for Kenobi, that's what kept him alive when he got cut in half. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. But if like Sabine got cut in half, would they have said that she survived? You know, she got stabbed in the stomach and
She's
then lived, and she's not supposed to be force sensitive, but I guess now she is because that was weird to me too. I don't like that.
no,
I'm
no,
like,
no,
I
no.
mean, just
She
anybody can
she
become a Jedi.
she survived because of the love of Ezra. No, no, I don't know. I don't know.
I think they love each
Scott,
other more as siblings than in a romantic way. They see each
no,
other as like
that
family,
that's why I
right?
hated this. That's the only thing I complained about Ahsoka with, is I don't think that's true because there's so many times in Rebels where they are more romantic than any other characters in that show, and they're like, "Oh, we're siblings." I don't believe that.
Well,
I
I
don't
think
know why.
Ezra might have been trying to hint that like Ezra had a crush on her or whatever. But when he got older,
Yeah,
I think, and he matured, then he started looking at her as more like a sister. And I think because like she probably never showed any interest. I don't think so. I don't remember.
I think it's. I think it will change a little bit. I think the reason they're setting it up like that is I think Ezra and Sabine will be more closer after their exile from each other. Like again, because now Sabine and Ahsoka are in Ezra's position.
Yeah.
So
I wonder if Skeleton Crew is going to have a part to play in that. Maybe that's how Ahsoka and Sabine get back. That'd be epic if they're in Skeleton Crew. Who's one character that you want to see in
I
Skeleton
could.
Crew?
Well, the most obvious is probably they'll bring Rex back. They always like to bring Rex into everything.
I don't
But
feel it. I feel like Rex wouldn't be in this. This is the one time I don't agree with that, but that would be cool. Don't get me wrong.
yeah, but he also protects Jedi too. And if there's like a secret Jedi that's working with him, and that Jedi
That's
saves the kids,
true.
or
I don't know. I
that.
think it's
But
likely
no, I don't
possible.
know.
I think it'd be really
But
cool to see Hondo. That's what I want to see.
Hondo could be. I believe Hondo could be for sure because they've teased him too much in the parks.
Yeah.
Like they made him a really big character in all the other source material besides the
Well,
shows
I
right
want to
now.
know what Hondo's been up to, and this movie takes place, I believe, in the same time frame as like The Mandalorian.
Galaxy's Edge.
So like
Yeah.
about 5 years after Episode 6. So the Empire's still around, but not as
Yep.
big, you know. And the New Republic is now a thing, and
I can see.
I think your mic
I
literally
can
just died
see
on you.
if can you hear me?
I can hear you, but it's really like
Can you?
echoey. It sounds like you're in a tunnel or something. Try it, maybe unplugging and
Let
plugging back in.
me come back.
I don't know. You sound like you're like
Maybe.
you got like auto tunes on. You're trying to sing a song.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Oh, we're good.
but you sound different. But it's good enough.
Well, as long as it's not like really bad, that's what matters, right?
Yeah, I agree.
but no, what I feel like Hondo has the best choice to come back, especially if somehow the Pikes or a drug syndicate gets involved, like a spice syndicate. I could definitely see the Hondo being involved with like dealers or something.
That'd be
And
cool.
that's the best thing I would say.
I think Hondo's supposed to be in Outlaws, but not until one of the DLCs come out. But that's during episode 5 and 6. I'm curious what he's been up to, But that helped bridge the gap too, because the last time we see Hondo is Rebels, and I'm pretty sure that's like maybe a couple months before episode 4. So what happens after that?
I don't know.
So I like Hondo. Hondo's a fun character. I'm pretty sure it's been confirmed that we're going to see Vane from the Mandalorian season 3. That's that one pirate guy. I think he comes in the pirate snub fighter.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
Pretty sure we're going to see him because a big part of Skeleton Crew is going to be pirates, I believe, like running from pirates or
It
pirates trying to
is.
steal from
It
them or
is.
whatever. So that's pretty cool
Yeah.
because I feel like Star Wars doesn't really talk about pirates much, but they're like a big part of the galaxy. Pirates are you have a lot of encounters with like pirates and outlaws, which is kind of cool, but usually you just blast them and then you're done.
Yep.
So it's kind of cool
No,
though. So
but literally, that like the pirates and the smugglers, these people are how the Jedi, the Sith, all these people got all their like under the table stuff was these pirates and smugglers and stuff.
yeah.
So they are very important, but they just somehow so, the best show that showed the best thing with the pirates and how they these people can be. But Clone Wars did it good as well, but Bad Batch went a whole other level, showing the smugglers and pirates and all that. I like that. That it
Hmm.
showed this side of the universe that we know is there, but we haven't really seen the inside perspective, and it gave it more. And I love that with Bad Batch.
Yeah. And then it
It,
gets worse over time because as the rebellion grows more and more, the empire becomes more and more occupied, and so it's like because
yeah,
for a while there, the empire
hmm
was helping against like pirates and all that, or joining them because like they would look the other way sometimes if it
yeah,
benefited them, but for the most part, they were against it because if it doesn't benefit them, it hurts them, right? Um, but as the war
yeah.
went on, they became more intrigued with trying to defeat the Rebel Alliance, and therefore the pirates and all these gangs like the Crimson Dawn and Pike Syndicate and stuff were able to grow their empire against the
The
empire, right?
Crimson, the yeah, the Crimson Firehawk. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, the Crimson Firehawk.
Oh no.
That's
Oh
that's
no.
why I do like the story of Outlaws. I know not a lot of people like that game, but they haven't even played it, and they're like, "This game sucks." But the story is really cool because it has a lot to do with like the Pikes and the Huts and the Crimson Dawn and even the Ashiga clan and all that. And I'm just like, that's cool.
That's cool.
It's really cool because
I
like
haven't
crime in
played it
Star Wars
yet.
is kind of fun.
I haven't played it yet, but I'll play it for maybe like Black Friday, like around that time.
Yeah, if it goes down in price, I definitely encourage you to get it because I think that's honestly part of the biggest reason why people are against that game is just because of how expensive it was at launch. But
Well,
it's like
especially
it's
how
such a
expensive.
massive. I'm sorry, what?
Well, especially how like it was to get everything in the game, like all the missions, every single like DLC pack. It was like $130 for everything. That's a lot to ask
Yeah,
people to spend for the whole experience. So,
I mean, I agree, but the game itself
but
without the
yeah,
DLCs is so massive. I still haven't finished like collecting everything, and now I believe the DLCs, some of them are out, and I think it's like $40 for like two, so $20 each. Um, so I'm like, that's cool, but
yeah,
I'm might buy them someday. I'm not planning on that anytime soon, but like you don't have to buy
yeah.
the
If I can
DLC to
get
have
the
fun. You can still play the main story, and it is still a massive game that will take hours to play.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But I'm just saying that like, but it just for the price it was, even the normal edition when you pay that much for a premium product and it had a lot of the problems it had at launch, that was the biggest criticism was there were so many bugs and glitches at launch that it made it very hard to say like, hey, this is a good game at that time. But
Yeah.
I don't know how much they fixed or if things have gotten better. I don't know.
To be honest with you, I personally didn't notice any bugs or glitches or anything. The game like didn't never froze on me or anything, like crashed. And I bought it
Yeah.
day one. So
Look at this boy here.
Boba Fett. Yeah, your camera's not happy.
He's
It's lagging now. Your mic is lagging. I think StreamYard's
well.
telling us it's time to wrap it up.
All right, everybody. Thanks for watching us build the Boba Fett Mech, and we will talk to you all later.
Goodbye. Remember to like and subscribe. Do it.
Subscribe. Do it.
Have a
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground! You underestimate my power! Don't try it!